a spicy, smoky big snack. We're gonna let the bacon start to render. And we're gonna cook the onions in the bacon. 1 large white onion. We're gonna cook this down and sweat it, either with bacon or without. And we're gonna season it with salt, pepper, and about 1/3 of a palmful of ground cumin. That's what's gonna give it that really earthy, smoky flavor. Here are the onions, once they're soft and delicious. And again, we can make this with or without bacon or a plant-based bacon product if you're making an Impossible Burger instead of a hamburger. On the Big Marty's, I love Big Marty's, soft sesame seed buns. See how I've scattered the pickles? These are Wickles spicy pickles, but you can use any sliced pickle you like, of course. But every single bite should have a bite of pickle. So instead of doing a crisscross of bacon slices on our burger, we're putting a layer of the bacony onions across the entire burger. Let's talk about the special sauce next. So instead of mayonnaise for the base of Russian or Thousand Island dressing, whatever you think of special sauce as being, I use sour cream or Greek yogurt. Super tangy, and look how much thicker. It's so thick and extra tangy. It has a better viscosity. So I'm going to add then a couple of large spoonfuls, or about 1/4 cup of relish to 1 cup of sour cream for 4 to 6 burgers. I'm going to shake up and add a little Worcestershire, and then to the amount of sour cream, we're going to add 1/3 to 1/2 cup of ketchup, depending on how sweet and pink you like your sauce. And then your choice or a mashup of chipotle paste, which comes in a tube that looks like toothpaste, or harissa paste if you're going with a kitchen reference, or tomato paste. I'm gonna kill the last of that one. And or delicious, so delicious, smoked Tabasco sauce, which they make from Chipotle, pimentón, smoked paprika. A little sprinkle across the top. A little salt and pepper. Wow, look at that. Look at that sauce. When it comes to making patties, all I did with the meat, or that you would do with the Impossible, is score it and season it. So kosher salt and black pepper. And then look what I did. I scored the meat. Now, when we get the burgers in the pan, they're gonna cook about 7 to 8 minutes for a medium burger. If you're using 1.5 pounds of meat, it may take a bit longer if you use 8-ounce burgers. If you want a 1/2 pounder, giant burgers, it may take a little longer. If you want smaller burgers and you want literally 1/4 pounders, that's 4 ounces, it will take less. It will take 5 to 6 minutes. So just be aware of that when you put the meat into the pan. And again, the pan is not on high. I'm using a cast iron skillet because it makes a lovely crust on meat. It gives it great flavor and allows the meat to develop its sugars fully. When we're on our last turn of the burger and it has about a minute or 2 left, take cheese, 2 slices per patty. It's a 1 patty burger. And I use a combination of sliced cheddar and yellow American. 1 slice of each on each patty. Okay, guys, here's the cheeseburgers. Slice of cheddar, slice of American, going on top of the onions and pickles. And now every burger gets a salad on top. Shredded iceberg, underrated, delicious, crunchy, beautiful, crisp iceberg lettuce. And we take our crazy special sauce, pass extra at the table, please. And you can dunk your tater tots in it too. Special sauce. What? Come on. Boom. 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 But most people would want this cut in half, so we're gonna put a couple picks in the top